Fam. So, one of the downsides of growing up for me is having to start experiencing loss. I want to say I've lived a very privileged life where I haven't had a lot of people I love pass away, right? And it wasn't until more recent times that started happening. I mean, it wasn't like there wasn't anybody, but it wasn't like every other day, like. Anyways, yesterday, I have a sister who hadn't been feeling well. She was fine, but something happened. I don't want to necessarily go into much detail because I do have other family members and friends who are in kind of similar situation, and I don't want them freaking out. So I'll keep it pretty vague, but she suddenly wasn't feeling well, and she is my stepsister. We share a sister, so I mean, she was an amazing person. She was full of life, just always happy, but I didn't talk to her that often, just because life, right? We didn't have any bad blood or anything. I love her, and she knew it, and I know she loved me too. So, but we just didn't have communications frequently, and in December, it was November. At the end of November, she texted me, she WhatsApped me, and she's like, "Hey, sissy, we had a mini conversation." She caught me up with what was happening in her life, and she was going to have something big happen to her in December. And so I waited, right? Again, life. So I've been busy trying to focus on the launch of Wevu, my business, the relaunch of Wevu. And honestly, I haven't been in contact with many people. But when I didn't hear from her, I texted her. So, just to hey, waiting for the big news. What's up? I didn't hear anything. So then I texted my sister, the sister that we share. I texted her and, just asked hey, I'm trying to get a hold of, she's not responding. What's up? That's when she told me she was in hospital. She wasn't feeling well. And I don't know, I just had this feeling I told you guys I wasn't speaking with her often. It was actually years had gone by. So, but I had this feeling. I just couldn't. I was feeling worried. So I kept texting my sister, the sister that we share. I kept texting her, just asking hey, what's up? What's up? And she wasn't responding. Right? She would answer to other things, but she wasn't answering about our sister till eventually she was like, okay, here's the deal. She's in hospital. She's not feeling well. So I was like, okay, keep me updated. And then I've been checking in because I just can't, I don't know. I've been checking in. I've been praying for her. And last night, because I checked in, she, again, it kind of sounded like she was getting better. She had started eating again on her own. And so I went to bed last night. I was tired. Today I woke up and saw messages on my phone. Now I have a thing that I'm doing, and I'll do a video about it, but I have a thing that I'm doing where I am going to put God first, like literally put God first in everything that I do. It's part of the ideal life that I want to live, where the first thing that I do when I wake up is touch base with God, whether it's through prayer, listening to a sermon, meditating, whatever. So, but I did check my messages. I just saw the previews that you see on my tab. I had one from the sister that we share. She was saying her mom called her and crying, so she thinks our sister is gone. And then there was a follow-up one to that. Now, because I'm seeing this in the previews, there aren't any timestamps to it, but there was the last one that came in and it said she's gone. And then I had another one from another sister, basically saying, I'm pretty sure you've spoken with the sister that we share. Call me. I haven't called either of them. I haven't called either of them. In my family, I'm known as, the strong one, the one who almost always has the answers. I'm that person that you turn to when you need support, when you just want to air out your issues, or you want a word of wisdom, and I'm pretty good at that. But I got out of bed after seeing those messages. I went and I took a shower, and then I started listening to a sermon. And that's actually what these are. They're headphones. I started listening to a sermon because I know that there's nothing that I can say that can bring comfort to them. I myself am still processing, and this is one of the hard things about being away from family. Everybody's in Zimbabwe. I am here. I just desperately really want to be there, giving my sister a hug. She left behind a teenage girl, her mom, our sister. She had friends, people who love her. But I can't. I am here. And my day is actually pretty full. I have visitors, and my daughter was invited to a party that I need to get her ready for. She needs to go pretty soon, so I need to get breakfast ready for my guests and then get my daughter ready so we can go, so she can have fun. But I am mourning the loss of my sister. And right now I just came from the grocery store because I'm making pancakes and I ran out of baking powder, so I've gone to get that. But this is the only time that I have to be alone to process. I'm gonna call my sisters after this, but it's hard. It's hard. And this channel is about me sharing my experiences for anybody who's interested to come over here to the US to kind of understand some of the things you'll deal with and be ready for it. This is one of them. You're going to need to be able to deal with loss of loved ones and not be able to go home when you want to. My sister was a happy person. She was full of life, and that's how we'll remember her.